Hello everyone, hello, Katie here, and we're going to plan November of 2025. I can't believe 2 more months and this year is over, although 2025 has felt huge for us as a family because of our move, but it's also just flown by, but it feels right to kind of wrap it up soon. And just as I was getting ready for this video, they are starting to put up holiday lights on our street here, and I just got so excited all of a sudden. I was like, wait, they're doing it that early? So, of course, they don't have a Thanksgiving here. So, most of the leaves are off of the trees. There's still some that are kind of green. I'm wondering when they lose theirs. I know some of the oaks, like back in the States, would lose their leaves in the spring. So definitely it's like, if there's any foliage right now, it's definitely kind of on the brown side, like some of these stickers here, which is why I kind of chose these for this month. But like looking out right now, most of the trees on the canal are pretty bare. And I was like, oh, that was, it was great to watch. Oh my goodness, like to see the progression of everything. But I knew it was like slowly ending. There are some other trees on the streets that are turning yellow right now. So it's not done. It's not done yet. Fall isn't done. The first day of winter in the northern hemisphere is coming up, around, I don't know, let's see, probably the 21st, since that's the solstice. So I imagine that's the first day of winter. But yeah, I all of a sudden I'm kind of cheered up because we're going to be able to look out and see lights. We don't have any holiday decorations here. Like, we did save some, but it's all back in the States. And the most we did was pick up a few little gourds to put around right now. They're just tiny little mini gourds. So I don't know. I'm kind of like, we have a little less than 2 months until Christmas. So I just don't know how much we're going to go in on stuff. I'm trying to keep things really simple, right? I'm trying not to like overbuy anything. But what would make some essentials feel cozy around the house, and I'm just being really selective. So, yeah, so that's where November is trying to figure that out. But we have Sinterklaas stuff coming up. I know that here in the Netherlands is on December 5th, but I thought there was something around the 15th on a Saturday here in town. So I'm trying to figure this all out because this is all new to us and we're just kind of going with things. I think I need to message my neighbor and ask her about some more details. So just because I know there's a fair on our street, but that's like December, late December, just before Christmas time. But I don't know. It's going to be pretty magical to see the lights up. I haven't seen them yet. I've seen them just in a couple pictures, on their website. But like Google Maps doesn't come through when the sun's down usually. The sun is out right now, so I've got great light for this. So I thought I would get this done. Definitely cooler weather here. And yeah, just a little overwhelmed because, these are the three Tombows I picked. The 942 is the lighter one, 977 is a little darker brown, and there is a little bit of, berry notes there. So I got the 837 to maybe put little somethings. I don't know. Yeah. I'm overwhelmed because there's just some connections happening here. Just as we settle in. Thank you for everyone for their well wishes last video. I'll probably update this in the plan with me as well. The family member that we've been really worried about, he was in the hospital twice, and now he's home. He was about to go home, and then he couldn't. So we stayed a few more days. Like, it's been like cumulative that we're worried about him for a few weeks here, and it's been hard, especially on my husband as his family. So yeah, but anyway, just thank you for keeping them in your thoughts, and just, it's a very hard time to go through that, and in the States, yeah, I think that's as far as I'll go with it. It's not my story to tell. It's not, yeah, I don't want to put out any more info than that. So we're still keeping an eye on him, though. We still know that it's going to take some time to heal up, and yeah, I'm like, I can't really say much else. It's not my story to tell. Those are like the main highlights. And then, let's see. I'm trying to think. I love that this is a square here, because I don't like it when there's kind of a hole here. I think I'll do, I'm feeling like this berry color on the bottom here. Yeah, like there's an accent of it, but I didn't want to do it on both sides. But I was just going to use browns, but this berry color is really, it kind of almost looks brown, but it's not. It's definitely has a more of a red hue to it. And then we'll put this on the sides. I think I want to start below. Where do I want to start? It's almost high enough, like long enough. So that's kind of where we are at right now. I got my second infusion, which, you know, it's like, I wish I had gotten it last week, but that's okay. We're still on schedule and everything. Let's see if I can do this the whole way. Ooh, perfect. I'll put a little dot there. We're getting into more soup weather here, and we've been making some. We got a nice new little cast iron Dutch oven type. I need to look up why Dutch oven is called Dutch oven, because I'm really curious. Ooh, I'm glad I just caught myself. I was like, oh, I'd love to put this pretty one right here, but I have to get November here. And then there's still going to be these two. There's going to be 2 Decembers. So again, I have 0 new planners. I've gotten 0. My Sterling ink is still stuck in customs, just no movement whatsoever. I have a feeling I don't think I can do anything about it. I think, and I know Sterling ink is just super busy right now, and I feel lucky that they responded. We're just kind of in a hold pattern, and I'm okay with that. I just wanted to kind of at least let them know that something's going on. But I think they're going to need to put in an inquiry, and I think as soon as that happens, I think they're going to match up. I don't think I want to do that one. I think this one's going to be better. They're probably going to go, oh, you're the sender of this because some kind of info just got rubbed off or something. Torn off, who knows. And they're just waiting for someone to kind of pipe in and say, hey, can we get this moving, please? And again, I can't do anything about it. So, okay, so we do have kind of limited space down here, but I don't mind something going up there. So the question is, do I want to put the month over or under? I think I'll grab this one. Yeah, because not too tall. So yeah, I'll put this one first. Like that. I'm actually looking at my monitor here to kind of get that overview. There. Something like that. I guess there is kind of a line that mimics that, but I don't want to put the R too much in there. Okay, so, and then this I think would be gorgeous over here. And as you can see, I think on previous months here, I do often put something on the line. Oh, this is really cute. I didn't get to look at this enough. Yeah, I just wasn't looking at this enough. It makes me a little sad. But it'll be in here. Like this here, I like to put it on here. See, I didn't even have my tab on there. That's okay. We're moving on. It's gorgeous. Something like that. Put some berries on here because we got to tie in the berries. Like there, that's perfect. That is perfect. And some berries over here. I think I might put some more lines over here somewhere. They are shining. They are coming through a little bit, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do some berries there. Gorgeous, gorgeous flowers there. Yeah, I love just the mix. I mean, you still have some even almost deep purple, almost blueberries here. And that's how wild flowers and things are. They're just, you get what you get. And I'm not really using this side so much. Oh, I think I'm gonna need to trim that. That might cause a little problem. So yeah, this, we only have one more December on here that we need. Oh, do I have a January? I do. I could put the January here. Where did I have, let's see. Yeah, I used that one there. Oh, this was so long ago. So, here, I could put the extra December here, you know, to just use that up. I think I might do that right now. Because I don't have like a bunch of extra Decembers and January. I think I have a whole other sheet of that. I'm pretty sure I got one before I left. I just want to, yeah, stick that on there. And then the January one here. I'm not going to decorate either one. I just need them on here so that when I'm flipping through, I can because I'm going to be forward dating some things like, so yeah, I'll just have the December next month. Now, I am really tempted to just go through and whatever calendar, whatever planner I end up with, I think I might go through and decorate all the months. I usually do that with my little passport, the one that I stick in here. And that's what I did last year was I did end up getting the actual booklet because I wanted to get that cover. See, in May, I just stopped using this in May. Yeah, I'm not really using it much for, I thought I would use this for a lot more appointments over here, but we ended up, I just needed to consolidate. So that's why I just got a little booklet in here. I'm not worried if I don't use it or not, but I went through and I decorated all these beforehand, and I'm thinking I might do that. I think especially in the Sterling ink where you have all the months together at the beginning. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have separate videos. I mean, I could film each one and then release them throughout the year. That would be, you know, a kind thing to do for myself, which would be to have pre-recorded videos, but you would be seeing like a video possibly recorded in December to January and seeing it in the next December. Not that there's anything wrong with that, and I'm sure someone out there does it. Let's see. Nothing wrong with it because it can save your energy, definitely. Let's see, I think I'm gonna get this as a middle. It may not be a true middle, but it's going to be the middle here. I don't, you know, have to have it exact. Sometimes I do. Sometimes my brain goes, you need it exact. I'm just curious. I mean, that looks pretty in the middle. Anyway, probably off by a square, but it looks, sometimes the middle looks correct, but if you count it, it's off, depending on like what other decor is around it. Much like when you are messing with type and you have to get A's and O's, lowercase. Oops. A little closer to straight to some capitals when you're, you know, kerning. It's called kerning in graphic design. I kind of want to do, no, I was going to say I want to put a little berry color up the side there, but I don't. Now let's see, since we have that structure there. I'm just putting, actually this month, no, we're getting a little bit more of a pantry, and I struggled this last week or so with, now I want to kind of put some in the middle here. Here we go. I struggled with organizing my meals because I did start kind of, I think because it's pantry weather. Actually, do something like that. You can stockpile a little bit more and it's not going to go bad. So our pantry is just kind of wild right now. I think I want this coming up here because it kind of matches this a little bit more. Yeah, my goal is to get these all down. although it's getting a little full. Might be about done here. I do have a tiny little leaf that I could stick like right there. I kind of want it to be upside down. Yeah, maybe some smaller things here. Let's see, I might use these on something else. Just thinking. Well, it's not my health planner. Those are already all decorated. That might be about it. So in terms of, let's see. I'm just looking at, oh, I know, I can put my little dots here in that color. Oh, I didn't put titles here. I was just thinking, I don't have anything here. I just put, like, what would feel good to get done in reflections. I didn't do that, and I need to fill this in, but, so I got my infusions, and I have my new GP, and I have my VAT filed, and I have my YouTube moved. I'm still working on that. I voted and it's been counted. We put a little decorations for fall. So now I can put, here, I can put fall here. And then, oh, we got these. Still working on that. Got these. So pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I want to have like reflections. Actually, I could have left this whole line out, but I will put some bullet points here. I got to give myself enough room to write the bullet points. And 1, 2, 3 here. Yeah, we can fit it in over here. So I just put 3 boxes in between each one. That gives me some space. I might make these dots a little bigger here in a moment. Okay, because I want them a little bit more berry-like. And I think I do want to find things with berries. I might have mentioned in some of my Plan With Me's, my son picked out some flowers with berries in it. And I loved it. I loved it. Not this last week. He picked out some lilies for me, but the week before. And yeah, just had some, not quite this clustered. It was a little bit more spread out, but yeah. I could do something else here. I'm thinking without the titles, it kind of gives me an opportunity where I could write a paragraph and still check things off. And then have meals and then pantry. So I might write pantry there, because that kind of gives it a little bit more meaning. And then, yeah, I have a call here and a call here. I don't have my infusions this month. I was looking to see if there was something here in town. I'll put a little question mark. And then I'm trying to see what else. You know, I was looking at, because I have everything, excuse me, at my Google Calendar. I have I have November in front of me. Okay. Halloween, and then the US turns back their clocks. We did last weekend. Oh, I do have labs. Okay. I thought there was something. I need to go get my labs done here. And then call. And there might be some parent things here, although that might be for a different school. We're just using a calendar that's an overall like umbrella school system, but my son's in a special learning Dutch school right now, so he's not in the Dutch system. I mean, he's going to be filtered into it. So, and then this one I think is going to move because there's not really a reason to have a call here and here. This is fine, but there's nothing changing here. I think we need to move that one to December because it'll be after my next one. We're just trying to decide, well, I'm trying to decide whether or not my infusions are going to be shots every 2 weeks or not, basically. The infusion room, so I went, and the first time I was kind of in a hospital bed just so that if anything went wrong, they could whisk me away real quick. I think that's smart because I'm actually in the hospital wing. And yeah, that way they can cover their bases. But this is because it was my second time here. Like, I've been on the meds for a year. The Inflectra is what I'm on right now. And we just had, let's see, I think there's 6 chairs in there and they were busy. People were coming and going. It still took 2 hours, which is still faster than what I got in the States. Like, it usually was over 3 hours. So this time I got there at 10. They hooked me right up. I mean, they didn't waste anything really. I think I had saline for like 60 seconds and then it was going. And so it was like a solid 2 hours. And then I had like a half hour to just flush, and hey, fluids I'll take. If there's a saline bag there, I'm like, okay, give it to me. So it was like 2.5 hours total from walking in there and leaving. And my body was still running hot. I just have to figure out. I actually went to the hospital early and sat for half an hour in their downstairs waiting area, and then went up, walked very slowly up, and still was warm when they took my temps. So, but they had no problem giving anything to me because I was past the 10-day window of having my COVID and flu shots. So I just have to like sink in right now and go, I've had 2 infusions. I've had my COVID and flu shots, which you have to like volunteer to do here. I mean, you do in the States too, but they have clinics where you go. It's not like you can just schedule any time at the local pharmacy or anything, because they don't do any of them here. They're, so usually they're like 1 day a week, and you just, sometimes a month, and you just try to get in there when you can, and they only offer them during certain times. But I have to really sit here and take this in, that I actually did feel like once I have those things in my body and I can chill out for a little bit, I can really calm down, and I can really take in the surroundings and pace myself and kind of go inward, and it's matching the seasons. So I'm all for that. And I hope that you can have some introspection time too. I know it's absolutely heartbreaking what's going on in the States. We're staying close to, I mean, let alone going through emergencies like my husband's family is right now, plus on top of everything else. So I'm just really thinking a lot about my family, my friends, and all of you who are affected by everything. And I feel guilty for posting the wonderful things happening here. So it's hard. It's hard for me to live in both worlds. And that's what kind of expat life is like, right? You're kind of in both for a long period of time, if not all the time. But I do want to share that there's bright areas of the world. I want to share the lights that are on our street, and just try to take some pictures and share. But yeah, I think that's where I'll end it. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, other than, giving to charities that I still think are doing amazing work, and to vote while I can here. I was thankful that I can see that my vote was accepted and everything, and that that whole process went smoothly, and I'm lucky to be from a state that supports all of that. So yeah, I'm doing what I can from here, and sending many hugs, many well wishes to everyone, no matter where you are. So take care, everyone, and I will see you in December for monthly planning, but I will see you the first week of November for the weekly. Take care, everyone. Bye.